From Washington, this is VOA News. I'm David Forrest reporting a key town is retaken. The Syrian Observatory for Human Rights says Kurdish fighters and Syrian rebels are in full control of the key Syrian border town of Tal Abyad. It says they have pushed Islamic State forces out of the town. Russian President Vladimir Putin says more than 40 new intercontinental ballistic missiles will be added to the country's nuclear arsenal this year. He spoke at a military expo near Moscow on Tuesday, saying Russia will be able to overcome any anti-missile defense system. NATO Secretary-General Jens Stoltenberg was asked about the remarks.
They are exercising more, they are developing new nuclear capabilities, and they are also using nuclear rhetoric more in the way they are messaging their defense strategy and defense posture.
Jens Stoltenberg. An Egyptian court has upheld a death sentence for ousted President Mohamed Morsi and other top Muslim Brotherhood leaders. Edward Uranian reports.
Judge Shaban Shami read out the decision to uphold death sentences against half a dozen top Muslim Brotherhood leaders in a move that had been widely expected. The judge had sent the original verdicts to Egypt's Mufti, the country's top religious authority, for review. Those Muslim Brotherhood leaders on trial responded to the decision by chanting slogans against the court from inside the glass-enclosed defendant's cage. Edward Uranian, Cairo.
And for more on that story, check out our website, voanews.com. This is VOA News. In a practical demonstration of increased security cooperation, Pakistan's military says its troops crossed the border Tuesday to rescue an Afghan soldier who was critically wounded. Ayaz Gul takes a look.
A brief military statement says Pakistani troops moved into action quickly after Afghan authorities requested the evacuation and treatment of the soldier. The cross-border rescue operation took place in eastern Afghanistan opposite the Pakistani Bajor tribal district. Army officials say that a severely injured member of the Afghan National Army was briefly treated at a medical facility near the border before he was repatriated to his country in an Afghan helicopter. Pakistan and Afghanistan have increased border security cooperation in recent months, while political relations have expanded. Ayaz Gul, Islamabad.
The United States and Britain have announced a new partnership to promote the education of adolescent girls, particularly in countries affected by conflict and crisis. During a visit to London by U.S. First Lady Michelle Obama, the two nations announced a new partnership to increase the quality of life around the world by helping young women obtain an education. Mrs. Obama spoke at a roundtable discussion on girls' education in London at the Mulberry School.
I may come from a country that's an ocean away, but I'm a bit older than you all. Yeah, I am. I know I don't look it, but I'm just a little older. But in so many ways, your story is my story.
Mrs. Obama said the initiative is meant to target 62 million young women around the world whose potential is being lost because they are not getting an education. U.S. lawmakers sharply criticized government hiring and technology officials Tuesday for not preventing a recent cyber attack. The attack compromised personal information for at least 4.2 million current and former federal workers and likely millions more. Congressman Jason Chaffetz told Catherine Archuleta, chief of the government's employment agency, that the Office of Personnel Management had totally failed. Archuleta said U.S. technology systems are under constant attack from foreign governments, criminals, and business interests. The U.S. House of Representatives has passed a resolution calling for Iran to release 3 American citizens being held in custody. The non-binding resolution, which passed late Monday by a vote of 391-0, urged Iran to free Washington Post reporter Jason Rezaian, Pastor Saeed Abedini, and Amir Hekmati. The resolution also calls for Iran to provide information on former FBI agent Robert Levinson, who disappeared in Iran in 2007. From the VOA News Center in Washington, I'm Dave DeForest.
That's the latest world news from VOA.